Hello guys, welcome back to Lucha Sports, and today we are gonna talk about soccer last night, and let's get it on. Let's start with this. Spain against France. Spain wins 2-1 against France. I had two unsuccessful hate watches yesterday, man. Unsuccessful hate watches are the worst thing. I don't like Spain. I don't like Argentina. So I went 0 for 2 in hate watches. Might be the worst hate watching guy in the world. But let's get right to it. France starts the game very good with an Mbappe that he was just amazing yesterday in the first half. He was just very good. Um, he does a couple of plays, and then in the minute number 9, Mbappe gets a beautiful cross to Colomwani, and they score. It seems like France is going to be playing very good. It seems like they've gotten their scoring problems fixed, right? They scored in minute 9. I mean, what? Where are they going to go with this? They went nowhere. Minute 21, Lamine Jamal, he scores a beautiful, beautiful goal. I'll leave it right here for you guys. What a beautiful goal he scored. And then Dani Olmo scored 5 minutes later with another beautiful goal. It seemed like it was an own goal. He did a really great play. It seemed like it was an own goal. But then, um, it wasn't, because it was going in anyways. So it was not an own goal. I forgot who touched the ball. I forgot who touched the ball. Let me see if I can find the lineups here. I forgot his name. His name. Let me see. Okay, I couldn't find his name. It's the guy, Kunde. It seems like he touches the ball when it was not going in, and it seems like an own goal at first. But then we see that the ball was going in anyway, so they give it to Dani Olmo. What a blessing Dani Olmo has been for Spain, eh? 3 goals, max score for Spain in the Euro. He's just been playing amazing. It's obviously not good that Pedri is gone, but Dani Olmo, he's been a beautiful, beautiful player this Euro. He might win the best player of the Euro if they win the championship, because today England against Netherlands are gonna play, and we'll see who wins that one. It's gonna be fireworks in my opinion, and I think Netherlands is gonna win today. That's the topic for another video. But let's talk about this game. So France started very good. Mbappe started really good from the left side. He feels so comfortable with the left side. But since Spain scored the 2 goals, for some reason I don't know if the champs told them or if Mbappe just did it by himself. In the second half, he comes out and he starts playing in the striker. He starts playing as a striker, which is weird. Barcola comes for Colomwani at the 62nd minute. Substitution there by France. And Barcola just starts playing from the left. Beautiful game by Barcola. He was just in the last third of the field. He just couldn't give the last pass. That last pass was missing, but I mean, he's a very young player, so he's gonna be a very good player for France. But it didn't seem like the champs knew how to play Barcola and Mbappe together. Sometimes they were taking turns on who was having the ball. Barcola most of the time in the second half had the ball, and Mbappe was playing as a striker, and that just doesn't cut it. Mbappe is not a striker. Mbappe can't. He could very well be a striker, but you need the ball in his feet. You can't have him like Cristiano Ronaldo that he was just looking for crosses the whole Euro. You can't have him like that because that's what happened in the second half. You were just having Mbappe looking for crosses. He wasn't touching the ball, so now you're not creating as many opportunities as maybe you have. He had like one moment where he had the ball and he was one on one with the fullback, and then he put the ball in the sky. It wasn't close. Mbappe, I'm talking about Mbappe now. Uh, but most of the second half, he didn't have the ball, and you need the ball in his feet. You need the ball in his feet if you want to do anything with it. Um, Griezmann, Griezmann came in. He was on the right side, kind of on the right side, kind of behind Mbappe as a striker, and then Olivier Giroud comes in for Dembele, which Dembele hot and cold game, like didn't really have an impact. He runs very well, but just that last pass, that last cross, it just wasn't falling in. Um, so he had a hot and cold game. He didn't do much, but every time he touches the ball, you feel like something good's gonna happen. Just that good moment never came through. So Olivier Giroud comes in. You put two strikers, which is Mbappe and Giroud. Uh, from the 80th minute, and that's just my problem that Mbappe cannot be playing as a striker. And by you putting Barcola in Mbappe's position, then Mbappe cannot have the ball as much, and Barcola had the ball a lot in the second half. I don't know if his nose was bothering him. He didn't play with a mask, Mbappe. So I have no idea why he went to the striker zone. I mean, if his nose was bothering him, the last thing you want to do is look for crosses and to strike some headers. Like that's the last thing you want to do. So I don't think his nose was bothering him a lot. Um, he will have surgery. I think they were saying that uh, last night. He will have surgery. He will need surgery. He's gonna be presented with Real Madrid on Tuesday. By the way, a lot of fans are gonna be there. Hey, but that's a topic for another video. Let's keep talking about this game. And Spain, let's talk about Spain because after they scored the two goals, they had the ball a lot. They had more possession than the French had. Just didn't want to score. They were not. They were They were not looking to score at all the third goal. They just wanted to have the ball with no reason whatsoever. They just wanted to have the ball, so the French didn't have it. And they just didn't score. And again, because they didn't look to score again. There was, when the French were up, and this is the thing, the French weren't even up, like, they weren't, they weren't desperate to score a goal either. Like, they were, they were letting Spain have the ball for quite a bit, even in the 80th minutes. Like, guys, let's pressure them a bit. They weren't pressuring them. They were scared that Spain was going to score another goal, and Spain wasn't looking to score another goal. So France was always defensive, even when losing. They were attacking with like four guys. Like, what are you guys doing? It was not a great game by France, but that's just how France played the whole Euro Cup. They weren't great. They weren't great, and that's what happens when you go through by scoring only one goal and the other ones are own goals, right? Um, and then you win in penalties and stuff. This is what might happen to England today when they play against Netherlands. They haven't scored very much, so when you go against a team that knows how to score, it's difficult. Especially Spain, that they know how to have the ball. Not only do they know how to score, they know how to keep the ball away from you. They don't need to score. They don't need to be offensive to have the ball, to have possession. They'll just be passing, and you just won't have the ball. And if you're France, you need to pressure them, but they didn't. We're waiting for Spain to make a mistake, to do a bad pass, to take the ball away from them, to recover the ball, and that's the gameplay was bad from when Spain started winning to the end. It was just bad. They didn't know what to do. The French didn't know what to do. Let's go to the other game of the day. Argentina against Canada. Very, very similar game to the first one. Canada starts really good with his midfielder, kind of striker, left striker, Schaffelberg. Have you ever heard that name before? Have you guys ever heard that name before, Schaffelberg? Because you're going to hear it a lot from now on. Schaffelberg was really good this Copa America. What is the problem with Schaffelberg, though? He doesn't know how to he doesn't have any patience whatsoever. No patience whatsoever. He's 1,000% all the time. When this guy learns how to control himself a bit, how to control his space a bit, he's gonna be very good. He has a lot of talent. He has to be doing something. He has to be doing something. He has to be running. He has to run over here. He has to run over there. And by the 20th minute, you're cooked. By the 20th minute, you can't even walk because you're running around like a cock without a head. Come on, man. And I love Schaffelberg. I haven't seen him before this, but seeing him play, the guy has talent. The guy is the fastest guy on the field, faster than Alfonso Davis. He just doesn't know how to control himself. He's very fast, just not smart with the ball. That's what I want to say. Alfonso Davis also played good. Every time he touches the ball, it seems like something's gonna happen. Just Canada is unable to score. They are, they're not good at scoring. They are, how you say this word? I forgot the word. They are. I forgot the word, but they can't score. They're allergic. That's the word I wanted. They're allergic to scoring. And they need to fix that if they want to do good in their World Cup that they're gonna host with the U.S. and Mexico. They have to fix their scoring problems. Another problem they have that I don't think is as big of a problem as everybody makes it seem. Defending. They do not know how to defend. You could put a gun to their head and say, hey, if you don't defend this, I'm going to kill you. And you would have to kill them because they're not going to defend it. They just don't know how to defend. They don't care about defense. I don't know if they don't know how to defend or they just don't care about defending. They just go all out on the offensive side. If you get a counterattack and you score, well, that's my bad. That's how Canada plays. They go all the way up and they leave like 2 or 3 guys behind. And when there's counterattacks, they just don't know what to do because those 2 or 3 guys are not good defenders. If you're gonna have a gameplay like that, you have to be good at defending, but they're just not. They are not good defenders, and they're not good at scoring. What are they good at? They're good at creating opportunities. They're good at getting in that last third of the field and creating a lot of opportunities. They just don't know how to. Sometimes they don't shoot. They want to go all the way to the kitchen. But sometimes you just gotta shoot it from outside the box. Sometimes you gotta shoot it from the fringe of the box. And they just don't. They want to be like in front of the keeper for them to like shoot it. Sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you can't play like that. And I think Canada is going to learn a lot from this experience. And to be honest, that coach has only been there for, 2 months? He played 2 games before the Copa America, and they did an amazing Copa America. They were the last CONCACAF team to be eliminated, and they were eliminated against the World Cup champions. They were eliminated against the world champions. If they're on the other side of the thing, maybe they don't get eliminated. Maybe they go to the final. They're really good at possessing the ball and attacking. They just don't know how to score. They are allergic to scoring. And I'll tell you what, Argentina is not allergic to scoring. They got two opportunities and they scored both of them. Argentina, again, plays a bad game. Plays a bad game. And here's where I question. Here's where I have a question about Argentina. Are they playing bad because they're not facing competition? Like, are they not inspired by it? Like, are they playing up to their competition's potential? I mean, they played Ecuador, now Canada. They've had two very poor games. Because yesterday's game was not good. Even though the 2-0 score says otherwise, it was just not good. Not a good game. But I think Julian Alvarez, it's the key of this team because Messi is not great anymore. He's not pushing this team anymore. I think Julian Alvarez is. And just what the Paul does, it's just embarrassing. The Paul, I don't know how the Paul is a soccer player. He should be embarrassed to even show up on TV. But what Julian Alvarez does and what Lautaro Martinez does, they're pushing this team because any opportunity they get, they're scoring. If they were missing, would have a very different story about this Argentinian team. But they are scoring. They're scoring the few opportunities they're having, and that's helping them win. But they played bad against Ecuador. They almost lose against Ecuador. Against Canada, I mean, they had another all right game, right? They had another game that was like all right. So I don't know what to think really about Argentina. We'll see how it goes against competition in the final. They're going to have to face Uruguay or Colombia. In my opinion, Colombia will go through. And Colombia is the team that has been playing the better of them all in Copa America. So for me, that's going to be a real challenge given how Argentina is playing. But with Dibu Martinez in the goalkeeping, it's hard for any team to compete against that, right? So as long as you have Dibu Martinez, you have possibilities. But just as a group, they're not playing great, and I think Colombia will be a real challenge for them. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I think they will be a real challenge. But Colombia has to go through Uruguay first, and that's gonna be tough enough, right? So we'll see how this ends up. I am not thrilled by Argentina's play. And I am thrilled by Canada's play because they're a country that honestly their national sport is what's their national lacrosse. Then the most known sport over there is hockey, and they're playing soccer really well. They haven't been this good in soccer in never. They have never been this good. So they have a good team. They have a young team, and they'll be a player in the 2026 World Cup, not to win, but like to go to quarterfinals and stuff like that. And Argentina just needs to fix their game. Just needs to fix their game. They're not playing good, or they're gonna. If you fix it too late, too little, too late, then Colombia or Uruguay is just gonna win it, And you wanna repeat. You wanna repeat before going to the World Cup, in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a comment if you want. Give it a like if you liked it. And I'll see you all later. Bye.